How do you get people interested in your brand? That is the topic of today's episode of Ecom Made Easy, this series where I give you a tip that you can apply to your e-commerce business to help you move it forward. No snake oil, no black hat, just solid, been there, done that advice. I'm Ben Leonard, and I built, scaled, and sold an international 7-figure e-commerce brand. This is Ecom Made Easy. Not buy from you until they get to know you. Customers will not get to know you until they're curious about you. And customers will not be curious about you until you spark their interest, giving value and clearly and simply communicating what it is you and your brand actually do to improve the customer's life. So, how do you spark their curiosity? Well, you have to clearly demonstrate to them, to the customer or potential customer, that your brand or product can help them to survive and thrive. In other words, to solve their problem and get ahead in whatever it is that your brand does, whether you sell tennis accessories or whether you're a gardening brand, okay? Our brains are wired for survival and wanting to thrive. When you make your brand's message clearly show how your brand or your products help people to survive or get ahead, suddenly the customer's caveman brain becomes very curious. Oh, they can help me improve my tennis game. They can make my garden nicer. They can make me fitter and stronger. If you don't tell people how you help them to survive and thrive in whatever it is that you do, they will discard you, probably in favor of one of your competitors who is telling the customer how they help them to survive and thrive. So how do you do that? How do you communicate that to your customer? Well, here's what you don't do. You don't just talk about yourself and your brand and how wonderful your products are. You don't try to make them curious about you or your brand. You try to make them curious about how you can solve their problem. When you tell people that you can solve their problem, suddenly they're curious and interested in you. That's all they want to know. Talk about the customer's story and how you can make it better. First, state the problem. So for example, for me, I would say your e-commerce business is overwhelming and you're stuck. Then you got to state the solution. So I would say, work with me. I'll mentor you and help you get clear on where you are and where you want to be, and we'll scale you up. When you state it like that, suddenly we all become very interested because our caveman brain knows, they understand my problem and they can help me to solve it. We've sparked their curiosity. In the next video, we're going to look at the get to know you phase. I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, and you can get more from me at www.benleonard.pro. Cheers.